I had coffee with someone this week that I hadn't seen in years. Nothing came from it. And I think that was one of the most important meetings I've had all month. Now, that probably sounds strange coming from a realtor because we're taught that every single meeting should have an outcome, a lead, a referral, a transaction. But this one didn't. And honestly, that was the whole point. A little while ago, I started something called Coffee and Catch Up. The catch up part is a little play on words, but otherwise, it's exactly what it sounds like. I reach out to someone I've known for years and simply ask if they want to grab a cup of coffee and catch up. No presentation, no hidden agenda, no, let's see if there's some business here. Just, how have you been? And you know what finally hit me? I spent 12 years working at Disney. Some of the people I worked with there have become a huge part of my life. But then life happened. Kids, jobs, schedules, time. And now we're connected on social media, but we haven't actually connected in years. And that kind of bothered me more than I expected because those relationships deserved better than just an occasional thumbs up on Instagram or LinkedIn. Somewhere along the way, we started confusing being connected with actually connecting. Those two are not the same thing. One takes Wi-Fi, the other one takes intention. So now we sit over coffee and we talk about life. We talk about marriage, kids, vacations, and work. The highs, the hard stuff. Sometimes real estate comes up. Sometimes it doesn't. And honestly, I don't care because I didn't invite them to coffee for a client. I invited them because they mattered before they ever could become a client. And then something unexpected started happening. People started reaching out to me saying, "Hey, Mike, when are we going to do our coffee and catch up?" I wasn't trying to create like a networking strategy. I think people are just hungry for someone to slow down long enough to genuinely ask, "How are you?" Really? I've been wondering if we've accepted something that we shouldn't. We've accepted that growing older means growing apart. And I'm not sure I believe that anymore. Maybe relationships don't disappear because time passes. Maybe they disappear because nobody wants to be the first one to reach out. So here's the question that's been sitting with me this week. Who's one person that you've quietly let become a social media update instead of a real relationship? I can think of a few myself. Now, before you DM me that answer, call them, text them, invite them to coffee. Then if you do, send me the word leverage on Instagram. I'd love to hear how that went. Let's remember to be more human more often. This is the Leverage Lounge. I'm Mike Collier. I'll see you next Tuesday.